Hello everyone, and welcome to the course Deep Learning in Practice, Basics and Dataset Design. Artificial intelligence and deep learning are currently the hottest technologies that transform the world. But learning AI and developing professional projects with deep learning has a steep learning curve and takes a very long path. This course fills the gap and provides a systematic approach to quickly dive into deep learning projects without necessarily go through the typical steep learning curve. As a matter of fact, the libraries notebooks provided in this course were used by several students of mine with no prior knowledge on deep learning, and they were able to successfully conduct end-to-end deep learning projects from data collection to model evaluation. The curriculum of deep learning in practice includes 3 related courses. The first course, which is the current one, provides you an introduction, the basic concepts to train and evaluate deep learning projects to understand the whole loop. Then you will learn how to effectively design a dataset for flawless execution of deep learning projects. In fact, the careless design of a dataset leads to major problems in the training of deep learning models. You will learn how to avoid these pitfalls, and you will have easy-to-use libraries to design your dataset. The second course deals with more advanced concepts of developing deep learning projects by considering transfer learning from pre-trained networks. We will explain this concept in details and illustrate it through several examples and demonstrate to you how to design neural networks using transfer learning, either from standard pre-trained models on ImageNet, for example, or from your specific pre-trained models. We will also show how to effectively evaluate and compare between different deep learning models. The third course, which is an important topic for industrial level deep learning projects, is the deployment of deep learning applications in production environment. In this course, we will present all possible deployment strategies followed by AI companies, namely Flask, Docker, and all the TensorFlow deployment frameworks. But what is really new in this course? How this course is really effective for you? Well, there are several advantages of taking this course. First, we provide you with libraries that will make it much easier for you to develop deep learning projects and let you focus more on what you want to do rather than focusing on the coding hassles. But how is that? Imagine that you would like to visualize, for example, a sample of images from a dataset with their labels. In this case, you have to develop your own code to do that. For beginner users, this will be a very challenging and difficult task, as it requires a high expertise in Python programming with scientific computing libraries. For example, this is the sample code that you will need to write if you want to develop a method to plot a sample images from the dataset. It may look simple, but if you are new to deep learning and Python libraries, you will struggle to develop such method, as it requires a deep mastering of several Python computing libraries such as Matplotlib, Pandas, NumPy, scikit-learn, and many others. And even some other method, such as getting the data distribution of the dataset, is even more challenging. However, in this course, you will be given this method to use and reuse them in any deep learning project with no pain. There are several predefined methods that will be provided to you in this course that will just let you quickly get started with developing deep learning projects without any pain related to coding. The course also will explain to you how to develop such a code in case you would like to become expert in more technical development topics. The course also provides well-structured notebooks that pre-implement all the typical tasks needed in a deep learning project. Thus, once you master the notebooks provided in this course, all you need to do for developing any other deep learning project is simply to change the path to your dataset. Then all the deep learning operation for training and evaluation will just be executed in one click. This approach will allow you to efficiently and quickly develop your own deep learning projects. In terms of content, this course provides 2 main topics. First, I introduce the basic concepts of conducting a deep learning project through an illustrative example. At the end of this part, you will understand how to train a neural network model and evaluate it with an existing dataset. I also introduce you to different concepts such as overfitting, neural network hyperparameters, model evaluation, and much more. The second part deals with building the dataset itself. In fact, designing a dataset is crucially important in real life and for the successful execution of deep learning projects. I will present to you a systematic approach on how to design your dataset from data collection to the creation of a partitioned HDF5 dataset. Then, I will demonstrate how to train and evaluate a convolutional neural network with this created dataset. By the end of this course, you will gain a valuable experience to get started with deep learning and artificial intelligence applications. I wish you a great learning experience and do not hesitate to contact me for any further information.